cause we got a problem here. And it's more than just Alvin streaming Punisher. When life begins to suck, who's reporting it? Luckily, you got two friends who you won't forget. Coming live for Alvin and Friend on Survival. Laughing non-stop, case drops on a cycle. Louder than intrusive thoughts off an iPhone. How they make the world seem bright with the lights off? AFs, it might as well stay up. Lies being told like that dinosaur BS. Magnifying glass to the ground if they don't see us. Having the time, roasting your favorite pizza. Bougie ain't an option, it's the wage. Take it to the grave, add moving to the place. You already know when they take the case. Laugh the pain away, it's affirmative murder.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Affirmative Murder, the mini-sode edition. This is our first recording back from our live show in Portland, Oregon. Give it up for us. Everything that we predicted came to light. It was a fantastic time. Wonderful people came out. Such a blast. Love the city of Portland. We actually did something, but it was completely erased, never to be heard from again. I think it was probably one of our best episodes that you would ever have heard, and you guys will never be able to hear it. So This is technically not the first time we're recording since Portland, but it is.
Gone into the abyss.
Gone but not forgotten. You know, it was truly some special stuff, Rand. What's going on, man?
Really was. I
really wish you guys could have heard it. It was a fantastic episode.
It was a phenomenal episode. I mean, like, one of the best and deepest conversations we've had.
Yeah.
And I think it shows a lot of growth in that episode, and it's just, it's gone. It's gone because of BG&E here in Baltimore. Gas and Electric, it just turned off my electricity and just, it was like, nah, fuck that. They don't get this masterpiece.
We were almost done. We were doing recommendations. I was talking about A Man in Full, and then Fran just was frozen on my screen, and I went, oh, well, I guess the internet went down, and I went to go, hey, Fran, just don't hit stop recording. Yo, bro, the whole power in my house turned off. There's no record. The whole system shut down.
Oh, shit is gone.
We've been compromised. But anyway, folks, so this is the mini. So this is the first time technically that we're recording that you guys are going to hear. And one more time, shout out to everybody that came out in Portland, man. It was a fantastic time. You guys really came through and showed out for us. We're hoping to get something set up maybe for the winter or the spring of 2025. A real official tour, multiple cities, multiple dates. I think it will be a fantastic time. That show in Portland really just kind of put a boot to my ass. I don't know if I can. I don't want to speak for you, Fran, but I feel like you felt the energy as well. It was a special night. It was a special night. Shout out to Madison McGee, of course. Super special night. Fantastic people. Fun times. I can't wait to get the photos. Shout out to Alondra. You can find her on Instagram. I don't know it, but if you look up Alondra, you'll see somebody on there that has glasses from Portland, and she's a fantastic photographer. So shout out to her for holding us down that night. Fran.
Yes.
Let's get into these emails, bro.
Oh, first of all, I told people I was going.
I was just about to speak about this.
Yeah,
bro.
I was going to rate these. So I haven't done it yet.
You've ruffled some feathers, bro.
People
are nervous.
People are scared. And look, I haven't done it yet, but I'm not going to do every story. When I have an issue, that's when I'll judge them. When I go like, this is, we can't, no. Slap an F on it, and then that's when I'm grading. When they're trashed, I'll grade them. I'm not just going to grade all of them. When they're terrible stories, I'm grading them. Well,
I am giving everyone an A for effort. So we're going to start with this first story from Earn. Shout out to Earn. This starts off with Alvin and Fran. What's good, fellas? My name is Earn, and you can definitely use my name. I've used nicknames for the others to protect them. I'm a longtime listener, but for some reason I just joined the Facebook page a few months back. I absolutely love the content you guys have put out, and it only gets better as you guys continue to grow. Anyway, to my story. Sorry to make you so intense, bro, but I see you on a motorcycle in your picture for your email address, and I just feel like you get right to business. You don't have time to be lollygagging, so I'm going to come with that energy in your email. I used to work in the Air Force. I pinned you. I already know. I got you. I got your personality. I'm nailing an impression of you right now. I used to be in the Air Force after I got... I'm sorry. That should have been a comma there, Aaron, but I won't hold you to it. There should have been a comma there, though. I used to be in the Air Force, but after I got out, I went to work as DOD police officer. Ooh, like Department of Defense? Yep, in quotations right there. In parentheses. Department of Defense at an Air Force base in California.
If this is what I think it is, yeah, he just joined the Facebook group. Shout out to him because he's active. He's active in the Facebook group.
Shout out to Aaron.
So I know exactly who this is.
Yeah. Shout out to him. So it's a Friday night. I'm in my patrol car, and I get a call about a fight in progress at the E Club. It's a bar/dance hall where people who are not officers in the military go to unwind. So keep in mind, nothing crazy ever really happens on a military installation besides the occasional domestic argument. or neighbor dispute. So it sounds like a cushy job, Aaron. You just chilling in the cop car and got to put out some small fires. That's a good position to be in. Getting paid and laid.
What?
Anyway, so I don't know if you're getting laid at work. I don't think. Anyway,
skip past. Let's move on.
Just move on. So when this call went out, the few of us on patrol went over to the E Club in a hurry to include Big Country. Now, Big Country was a K-9 officer. Ooh, that's adorable. Well, no, they're tough. They're like, yeah. Big Country was a K-9 officer in the Air Force stationed at the base. Big Country got the nickname because he was about 6'5". Wait, I thought you said it was a dog.
Is this a person? I thought it was a dog too.
Yeah, wait, what? Now, Big Country was a K-9 officer, a K-9 police officer. So I guess he is. I guess they have their own handle. The dog has a handler.
He keeps the dog. He keeps the dog in his truck. Yes.
And he's Big Country.
I say Big Country is like a nickname for a person.
This is a 6'5" dog. It's like going into his specs. Big Country was 6'5", 240 pounds. Like that is a massive dog. But anyway, Big Country is the guy who goes release. Oh, so he knows the German phrases and shit. So Big Country's the dog handler, but police version of that. Big Country was about 6'5", 240. So when he says including Big Country, he goes, we went to go check this bar out, and we brought this big behemoth of a motherfucker with us as backup.
Yeah, Big Country.
Big Country. Big Country was 6'5", 230 or 240 from Louisiana, but he was the coolest dude ever. Very professional. His K-9, Bruno, was a German Shepherd. So
nice name.
Yeah. So back to my story. I roll up to the E Club, lights flashing, and I'm the first on the scene with Big Country right behind me. And of course, as soon as the cops show up, everyone runs. Some get in cars and some run back inside. But the one thing I see before everyone runs is a 4v1 fight, and the one is getting whooped. He whooping feet. And rightfully so, apparently. So it's a 4-on-1, and the one is getting his ass whooped. So as I pull up, the four guys run and jump in an early 2000s Mustang and take off. As more officers are pulling into the parking lot. So myself, Big Country, and Bruno are right behind the Mustang, and they are headed for a chase. Okay, let's get into it. So Big Country, Bruno, and myself are right behind the Mustang, and they are heading for the front gate to leave base. Terrible idea, as we have radioed the gate guards to raise the barricades that stop you from leaving the base in a fleeing situation. Probably spikes come out. Keep in mind, these barricades are made to stop fleeing semi-trucks in their tracks.
So it's the big circle.
The big pillars probably come out from under the ground.
Come up, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The ones you see in DC and shit.
Yeah, for sure. The Mustang sees the barricades and attempts to swerve around them. Doesn't make it and wrecks the car. So all four get out and start running. My natural instinct says go after the driver. So here I go with all the gear on in a dead out sprint after the driver, and he's definitely running way faster than me. Aaron's kind of badass, man. We got some badass listeners in this podcast. This is just a Friday night for him. And all of a sudden I hear galloping beside me, and I see Bruno pass me in a full sprint. This big the dog. Oh,
the dog, yeah.
I was like, this is Big Country? I was like, he's fast too? Shit. Then I hear it. Big Country in the most professional country accent say, get your butt on over there and bite his ass, Bruno. When I tell you I had to stay professional because I'm trying to apprehend a suspect, but deep down inside me, I'm crying laughing because I said Big Country is a very professional, always attentive and respectful, and especially with Bruno. But to hear the excited country boy redneck come out of him was the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Needless to say, all four suspects were arrested. Unknown what happened with their charges as I moved away not long after this. But I do know Bruno got awarded. Well, it's like I got a reward. But I do know Bruno got an award from the base commander for his first arrest. And yep, he bit the hell out of the dude's thigh. Moral of the story: you can take the boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy, especially when he's excited. Fellas, y'all keep doing your thing. Love the podcast. Keep up the amazing work. Shout out to Aaron, keeping these Army bases safe. Salute to you, and thank you for your service. And yeah, man, keep doing your thing. I do know who you're talking about as far as he's very active in a Facebook group. Super good dude, and seems like a funny guy, keeping things going in there. And I don't know where he lives, but maybe we'll be able to do a show near you sometime soon and shake hands and maybe get a beer. Shout out to Aaron. Fran, your any rating or anything?
No, that was a great story. Yeah.
What
is that behind you? It's something like glowing. What is that?
That is none of your business. So anyway, we got another email right here from Allie. Shout out to Allie. This is titled Stolen Cars. Hi, Alvin and Fran. You can use my name as these are some pretty innocuous but funny stories. Listening to TFTH-41, I remembered some pretty funny stories and I wanted to share them.
Damn, we got 38 of these?
Yeah, man, more. I don't know which one this is. I feel like we're in the 40s now. When I first got my driver's license in high school, there was a law in place that for the first 6 months of having your license, you weren't allowed to drive with anyone under the age of 18 who wasn't related to you. We got our license
still
around
the same,
that time.
right?
Yeah. I don't know. Now you get your license driving on the street. Everything's different now.
You don't get a license anymore. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, so you got
a car.
it.
Go ahead, drive.
Yeah. Can you afford to pay a car payment? You got your license. You got it. So yeah. Everyone that I knew of fudged it a bit with this law, and I was no different. My house was relatively close to the high school, so I would often go home during the lunch break. Yeah, I would go to McDonald's, but yes, yeah, for sure. On this particular Friday, my best friend had decided to come with me. God, it's something special about having a driver's license and getting a couple of friends and being like, hey, let's go fucking sneak out of school, go get a McDouble, and come back and maybe bring a little extra something, and we get to go into class and be like, what, are we eating fries? What do you guys, what?
Yeah, bragging and shit.
You know, you feel cool. I forgot that my mom used to have every other Friday off, and this was her day off. We got in the house, and when she realized that I wasn't alone, she asked how my friend had gotten there. In all my 16-year-old wisdom, I told her that my friend's brother had dropped her off and was going to come pick her up after. She didn't call me out on the lie, so I totally thought she didn't call me out on the lie, so I totally thought I had gotten away with it.
No.
It's like you're here on lunch break, so your friend's brother dropped her off to eat lunch with you here at your house real quick, or
Yeah.
so
Imagine the times you thought you was
Right.
getting away with like a shitty lie.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm like,
that worked.
whew. And they're just like, no. I'm just gonna let you enjoy whatever this is, and then
I'm gonna see how long you gonna take.
when
I'm
you
gonna see how
come
far
back
you
and the
gonna take this lie.
TV's gone, the bed's gone, you're just like, yeah, here's a blanket, sleep on the floor. You're like, come in, you're like, man, I got him again, and then nothing. Your room has nothing in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I took the Xbox. It's all gone. So yeah, enjoy. I hope you had fun on your little road trip. When it came time to leave, I made my friend start walking down the street, and then I picked her up past the turn. We went back to school, and I thought nothing of it for the rest of the day. When I was leaving school, I went out to my car, only to find the space where I parked my car was empty.
Wow.
My first thought was that someone had stolen my 15-year-old car. I called my mom crying hysterically about how someone had stolen my car. My mom calmly informed me that she had come to get my car as a punishment for lying,
Yep.
and I would have to get a ride home from someone at school. More than 15 years later, I have to admire the fact that she had someone drive her to my school with the spare key just to teach me a lesson. It worked, though. I didn't try to lie my way out of trouble ever again. And I didn't drive anyone else around until it was allowed. And then we have another short and sweet story about a stolen car for you. My two moms used to play Pinochle. That's a game. I'm going to assume. Pinachle. I think it's a card game, but I'm not really familiar. I think it's Pinochle, but I'm not sure. They used to play Pinochle at our church, once a month.
You good?
I'm good. They used to play Pinochle at our church once a month. One night, they called me after Pinochle to tell me about how one of their cars were stolen from the church parking lot. They'd called the police and made a report, but everyone was baffled as to how the car had been stolen without a window being broken or to get into it. As they're telling me this story on the phone, they pull up to their house. They open the garage door to find that the car that they thought was stolen was parked safely in its spot. My moms apparently thought that they had taken both cars when they had only taken one. That, or they had been robbed by the nicest thief ever. I love listening to the podcast, and I hope you enjoy these stories. Much love, Allie. Shout out to Allie. That happened to me one time in a smaller capacity. One time, Fran and I had joined a basketball league. I went to the basketball league the coach, we didn't really gel. I didn't like a lot of the drills that they were doing. I just didn't really have a fun time at the practice. And I wasn't really I hadn't really figured out the game of basketball at this point. I'm a much better basketball player now, and my wisdom and my body is caught up to my brain, and everything's kind of balanced out. If I had this mind at that point, I think I would have had more fun. But I didn't have a lot of fun. I was at a Boys and Girls Club, and I was like, this is lame. I'm not coming back here. But I didn't say that to Fran. So I get home, and maybe the next day or something like that, he calls me. He's like, yeah, man, we got practice again tomorrow. Are you coming to practice? I went, bro, you will not believe this. I went into my bag, and somebody stole the hoodie that I wore to the practice. That place is ghetto, and they steal, I can't believe you want to try to do an extracurricular activity, and they steal stuff from you. I'm never coming back to that place again. Some time went by, and I found the hoodie that I thought I wore there. So what happened was I had a hoodie where when you zip it up, there's a tree on it.
Yeah.
I thought I wore that to the practice, but I accidentally grabbed one of my mom's hoodie, which was just a plain black hoodie. And I vividly remember when the practice was over, I'm tired, I'm grabbing my bag and everything, and I saw a black hoodie, but I didn't pay it any mind because it wasn't a black hoodie with a tree on it. And I already bashed this is now like a month later I find the hoodie.
Yeah.
I already bashed it, never went back because this place is terrible. And then I find the hoodie, and I told you that, but whatever. The place still, I didn't really think it was that great. But I did think that they stole my hoodie, but the hoodie was never there. It was there. So what happened was technically I just lost my mom's hoodie.
Yeah. This place he was talking about was the Boys and Girls Club. This wasn't like.
Is that what they call it? Well, it's rubbish to me. I never heard of it.
This wasn't
1 star.
This wasn't like some random ass gym. I don't know. This was the Boys and Girls Club.
It was a co-ed prison
where you go and teach kids lessons of sportsmanship, the skills, and all sports. And this man bashed this place, calling it ghetto. I mean, where were you living? Like Owens Mills or something? Calling it ghetto and whatnot, because you lost the hoodie that you thought you brought that somebody stole. Like,
yeah, I thought to simplify it, I thought somebody stole my hoodie. In hindsight, what happened was I left a hoodie there.
You didn't take that hoodie
and just didn't bring it with me, and I thought it was a different hoodie. And then I found the hoodie that I thought I had brought with me that day in the laundry somewhere. And then it was like Memento or like A Beautiful Mind. I was like, oh, I left my mom's hoodie from the thing. Yeah. Oh, wow.
But that was on par for you around that age, though. You was just like quitting shit left and right, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't like it? Yeah. Not doing it anymore.
This is lame. We're too tired. Like they're running too much. I don't really get the ball. I'm not as good at basketball as I thought I was. No, I don't want to go. This party, I don't know. This is too much pressure. These girls are kind of hard to talk to.
Excuses,
I'm sick. I was very much like fake a sick, quit. Like I just very much a bailer. I was a big time bailer, and I stick by it. So I fully understand your two moms. And sometimes, hey, if I had my wits about me, I would have called the police that night too and filed a whole police report. These people steal. I'm never coming back here again. They stole my hoodie, and I would have stood on business when I found it. I would have, hey man, hey, it is what it is. I thought they did steal it. I'm not lying. I thought they did steal it. So I'm sure her moms were like, I thought our car was stolen. It's not a false police report. I thought somebody stole my car.
Can accuse the wonderful people, the wonderful members at the Boys and Girls Club.
I'm a PAL Center guy. We should have did a league at a PAL Center. Then the police are there, and they would have been able to clear things up right then and there on the spot. There's nobody there. There's no real organization at the Boys and Girls Club. The PAL Center.
Yes, it is.
They have the men in blue, the women in blue. The shields are there to protect us, protect our hoodies, and that's what we should have did. We should have gone to a PAL Center.
Wait,
police athletic league.
They have police officers at PAL Center?
Yeah, it's the police athletic league.
Why is that?
Because they're the instructors and that's what it is. It's a community. It's a community outreach. It's a community outreach situation
for hard-haired children, huh?
If that's what you want to call it, but I tell you
that's
one thing,
I think those people there.
My hoodie wouldn't have got stolen at a PAL Center.
I think there would have been more chance of your hoodie getting stolen. I think you might have got stolen and got beaten up at a PAL Center.
Well, I used to vacation at PAL Center, so had a great time.
What?
Yeah, every summer my mom would drop me off at PAL Centers, and I would spend the day there. So I got to know those people very well.
How old was you then?
Like 7 to 11. So, I would very much, spent a lot of time around PAL Centers, and they have a lot of good facilities.
What did you guys, what was the activity?
Eating ramen noodles and...
Eating?
Eating ramen
I'm
noodles.
glad, you had the audacity to say that first. Eating pizza party. Like what?
Eating ramen noodles. Walking
Where's
to
the
KFC.
physical activity?
They had basketball hoops. They would let us go out basketball hoops. They would have. Sometimes they would bring animal experts. Listen. It was a very community outreach driven type of thing, and they would babysit kids in the summertime. It was a summer camp. But it was the ones where you go from like 8 to 2
Eating
and then
high
pick
sodium foods. Sure, that sounds very healthy.
Well, it's a fast meal, and I got to get back out to continue enjoying and interacting with police officers and stuff like that. There was a lot of things happening that we don't need to get into. All I'm going to say is,
Would you send your child to a PAL
over
center today?
BGC. Would you send over BGC?
Would you send your child to a PAL center today?
Well, I think there's just been a lot of irreparable
No, answer my question. Answer my
police.
Don't tiptoe around my no. Answer my question.
I wouldn't drop my kid off at a PAL.
Did you do that at a young age? Went to day camps?
Say it again.
Did your mom put you in day camps or like a weight camp for like a weekend or something like that?
Oh well, she sent me to football camp. Quit that too.
Other than that, I know you did that, but like other than that.
No, I think once I quit that, she's like, "Well, I'm not gonna waste my money anymore. This kid doesn't."
I never been to a camp. I'm kind of mad. I always wanted to go to one, but I never been to like a.
I mean, it definitely was not the.
I just see that white people did it in like TV shows.
Yeah, right. It seemed very magical, like heavyweights, the fat camp one. Yeah, no, it was very not the wave. It was an all boys football camp. It was stinky and very very hetero. It was very like, get up, rub some dirt on it. It was just very like, it was a lot of energy where I was like, I don't know, bro. Then they put me in these big pads and they tried to make me play a position. I'm like, I want to catch I want to be a wide receiver. It's like, bro, you got a heavy center of gravity. We're gonna put you at tight end if you want to catch, but you're gonna do some You're gonna do some blocking. Like you're not
in the trenches.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I brought some fake gold necklaces. I was like, yeah, I'm Ocho Cinco. Like, man, if you don't get your ass on that end and when he blows whistle, block, and I ran.
Yeah, but you talked about it. I want people to get this. Like, I remember you talking about this camp. Like, this was the shit. Like, you quit, but you was like, this is. You used to always bring up Art Monk. I'm like, who the fuck is Art Monk?
He's a Washington Redskins legend. A Washington general.
I don't know who this person is. You keep, Art Monk. I'm like, who the fuck is? If it's not like Ray Lewis, Deion Sanders, or something, who the fuck is Art Monk, man? Maybe people go like, he's a person. I don't know who he is.
He's in the Hall of Fame. Took a picture with him. Had
sure,
an autograph
man.
ball.
He's in the Hall of Fame, is he?
Ball autographed by Bart Scott.
Bart Scott.
So I had a great time. Only practiced one time, and then I was on reserve with a stinger, which once they told me the term of that, I ran with that for the rest of the week. I was like, I got a stinger. So yeah, maybe another, I might need another day, and I'll be back to it. Never got back to it. And then they had free pizza. Every lunch, it was pizza. But you had to wake up at 6 in the morning. It was 2 a day, 6 in the morning, and then 5 at night, so 2 practices a day. But when you're not doing that, you're just going and hanging out with the boys. Walking around in slides, doing real football guy stuff. But I wanted nothing to do with playing football. The first contact drill we did, and I felt pads hit me. I was like, nah, that football is not for me.
Same. That's why
you
I never first played football.
Excuse me. You either have it in you or you don't. But yeah. So yeah, in summation, I've been a quitter. I have thought things were stolen. I thought things were stolen that weren't stolen, and I stand on everything that I said. I don't like Boys and Girls Clubs, and they're full of nefarious people. Did they steal my hoodie? Not that night, but eventually they would have, and then that would have been when I quit. So I just happened to just quit early. I don't think you finished the season out either, so we're not going to get into that.
Because my best friend quit, so I was like, I don't do this by myself. I quit. I'm not playing this. I'm gonna go by myself.
Oh, so it's my fault. Okay, cool. I quit, so you quit. Is that what happened with college too? Don't blame me.
Absolutely. I would never took a basketball class unless you since you brought it up. I would never took a. Hey, how do you do that? And I went, oh well, I'm intrigued now. Basketball class? Oh no, let me sign up.
Oh, I'm a bad influence.
Maybe I should blame my future my future on you.
Fran was supposed to be a lawyer. He was going to transfer his credits from community college.
Those Boys and Girls Club, I probably would have been in the NBA by now. I probably would have playing overseas or something. I missed a whole year of skills, fundamentals, everything because of you. And when he quit, I don't want to do this anymore. We go to college. Dropped all our classes, waste money, and I had to pay for my classes. Still quit.
All right, this has been another Affirmative Murder mini-sode. Fran, what is the lesson that we learned this week?
Don't follow your friends' influences and create your own path in life. Everybody's not out against you and trying to steal your possessions.
All right. Well, the two great lessons in one episode. You can't beat it. Only here at Affirmative Murder can you get 2 lessons for one, a Togo. Listen, everybody be safe. Thank you guys to everybody that came out to Portland to support the podcast. See you guys soon out on the road or in your mom's DMs. What? I don't know. See you guys later.